This is how we ride. This is how we do.
Smoke screens are real. And speaking of smoke screens, how about this legal situation that has arisen in the sprint car world? This is a post from the Bandit Outlaw Sprint series. And apparently, 2 days ago, they put out a post using the Bandit Outlaw Sprint Car Series logo. And of course, obviously, Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series is not happy about that. They go public where they tag Paducah, they tag Benton Speedway where the race is going to be. They tag Toyota, they tag Mesilla Valley Transportation, Super Clean, they tag Hoosier Racing Tire. And then this guy comes in here, and this kind of sums it up. He says, so wait, boss has no affiliation with POWRi / Kenny Brown. He says, so everything Kenny Brown touches really goes to shit. Which Kenny Brown, POWRi. Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series says he tried to buy the series in 2021. We declined. Now he's trying to steal it. Hard to figure out. This is a very interesting scenario where why not just do something else? Why would you need this Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series logo and name? Now, what's actually funny is Will kind of called me and he said, you know what the problem is, Chaz, is everyone is scared. And I go, I'm on the heels of my video, Dirt Track Slavery, where I'm talking about people within media silencing their opinions for money and this and that. And he goes, there are so many drivers and tracks and people messaging me on the back end, on behind the scenes, that if they would come out and agree or side or voice their opinion about this situation or Kenny Brown's or POWRi, everything would be fixed. But they're so scared to lose a sponsor or to upset this person or that person that they're not saying anything, and therefore differences aren't made. They're just thought about. And that is the problem with a lot of people. Everyone is scared to lose their little dime, their little money, their little way of life. And I made a really good post yesterday, and this is what it said on the Facebook. Some of you people need to value your dignity more than your paycheck. Kevin Woody said, OnlyFans has changed my life. I said, perfect sarcasm, I hope. But anyway, and you got some Larsonite comes in here. I need to figure out how to do it not working. I need that life. And this comment right here is what everyone needs to hear. I said, where you work is a choice, isn't it? Or are you a slave? This is just a very interesting way to discredit your own dignity. You think there's luxury in dropping a job or losing a client or a sponsor for moral-based purposes. Who taught you that? In today's society, you have to be willing to rough it to stand up for yourself. Or you can continue being a slave and doing what you have and trading your life away so that you can live comfortably. While trying to say I don't work because I don't punch a time clock for someone else and punch my own as a reason my post is irrelevant. With your mentality, I highly doubt you could be successful on your own simply because your perspective is completely false. You would get out here in the deep waters and sink. Heck, you're literally stating how you're too scared to even try. Keep punching that time clock for your master so that you can live comfortably while hating on those doing what you're afraid to do. And this is a message that is across the board, because once you call these people out on why won't you say anything or this or that or that or the other, they say, well, I can't do that, man. I got this, I got that. I can't do that, man. Basically, I'm scared. How much are you willing to trade your dignity for that paycheck? How much are you willing to shut your mouth? How much are you willing to sit back and watch other people get beat into the ground? I was talking about this with another creator, Loose Video, who recently started a YouTube page. So go over there and subscribe, Loose Video. We were talking about the price you pay to tell the truth, the lashings that you get for not being the sheep that walks into the slaughterhouse. And it's funny, I made a reference on how, well, me and you are sheep too. We're just the ones over here getting prodded. We're watching everyone else walk into the slaughterhouse. We're over here saying, it's a slaughterhouse, don't go in. So the masters come over and poke and prod us, and they use you other sheep out there to entice us. Just shut up and get in line. Shut up and get in line. Shut up. Shut up. paycheck, paycheck, no dignity, paycheck. And it's our types out here who have the balls to speak up that are getting prodded when we speak against the slaughterhouse. And what's funny is we got the numbers. We could all turn around and get out of this, but the masters have had you psychologically whipped into being comfortable in the farm. So hopefully y'all come around here very soon in time. And hopefully you will have some confidence in yourself to realize that you can make differences. You just have to start picking your dignity over the paycheck, whether that paycheck's coming from a sponsor, whether that paycheck's coming from your weekly slave house. If you're losing your dignity, if you're losing your self-respect, and in this instance, if you're losing your confidence to make differences within your life and the world around you, you need to start looking in the mirror and questioning what you are doing. And you need to start standing up with the Boss Outlaw Sprint Car Series situations. You might want to stand a little bit with me too, especially when it comes to some of these other scenarios. I get that they made the Kyle Larson modified win a big deal to cover up for the 10th place finish in the late model. That's not headlining news right now. Nobody's boosting about the 9 greatest race car drivers of all time, apparently, who beat Kyle Larson at Eldora. They just got lucky, right? Because there's no way you could beat Baby Jesus. And I say that modified field is a low-form field for the modified division in general, so you shouldn't put too much weight into that victory, but you should put a lot of weight into the 9 people who beat Kyle Larson. Because I understand that respect is the only way we're going to make differences in the racing world for the racers on these dirt tracks. But some of y'all are caught up in the show that the slaughterhouse produces. Just because you weren't selected don't mean you're not important or a rarity or a super special badass driver yourselves. But I do understand how that slaughterhouse can manipulate you into just thinking you're one of the herd and he's the special one that was selected. Because technically he was. Don't fall for it, guys. Or fans out there. These dirt track racers are some of the best damn race car drivers in the world. And yes, some of them, in fact I think a lot of them, are better than Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson's the greatest driver we've ever seen do everything he can do, because we don't get to see everyone get to even do what he gets to do. I don't automatically put him above everyone else because he gets to do something that everyone else don't. But that's me out here not following the herd into the slaughterhouse. I get poked and prodded by all you, some of you manipulated sheep, and then some of the big boys who control this situation. And it's really hard. It's not no life of luxury. A lot of you people would definitely quit. And it seems like most of you are scared to even try. Once again, hopefully some of you can learn. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I think. What do you think about this crazy Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series scenario? Will people speak up? Will they not? And then the whole psychological encompassness of trading your dignity for a paycheck in more than one way. Because your paycheck isn't always monetarily. It's in friends, it's in associates, it's in buddies. It's very, very intricate. Very hard way to process and think about things, but very surreal. And maybe something some of y'all need to be thinking about really long and hard. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, like the video, comment below, share the video around, and as always, be sure to subscribe. Catch you next time.
This is how we ride. This is how